Hey guys, alpod here, and we are back with some Starcraft. It has been a while since I have done a Starcraft video. In fact, it has been about 140 so videos since I've done a Starcraft video. It was one of my first videos that I did, so I felt it was only reasonable to go back here. The reason I'm deciding to record now is because my friend Vicky has been telling me to do some videos because they very much enjoy my videos, so shout out to them, thank you. Anyway, so let's get this started. This is a game between me up here, the Blue Terran, against a person called Witto here, the Zerg. This is one of my 1v1 placement matches. Game 2 of 5. I didn't save part 1 of 5, unfortunately, so you can't watch that, but that was a victory. And let's get this started. Okay, so basic start off with the making of SCVs and drones here. As you can see, I was a little bit faster than him with making the first unit, throwing down the good luck, have fun. Always being a gentleman, even in these competitive games. As you can see, the game speed's set on faster, so we won't be sitting here watching these SCVs move around very slowly. I like it on faster because I'm a very impatient person. Anyway, so yeah, if you don't know what StarCraft 2 is, it is a real-time strategy game, which if you don't know what that is, you should look it up because it's going to take a long time to explain. It's made by a company called Blizzard, and it's probably one of my favourite games ever. It's just so good. I really, really enjoy it. Anyway, so I am throwing down here the supply depot to get this started. Supply depots, if you don't know what StarCraft 2 is, are the Terran, who's these people, way of getting supply. He's coming on to scout with this Overlord here, very slow moving unit, and it counts as the supply depot for the Zerg. So as you can see, there's already a difference between each race. These people get moving supply things. Also, they spawn things in through larvae. But anyway, enough explaining what the game is. You will see as it goes along, because I'm pretty sure you don't want me to tell you what it's about. I'm pretty sure you just want to see some action. Well, we're gonna have to wait a while to get into that, but believe me, this is a good game. As you can see here, I've queued up a move from the SCV, and they're going to go right over here into their main base. This is just a scouting maneuver to see if they have anything like an expansion here, which they're doing. Quite an expansion, they haven't got their spawning pool down yet, so they're going to go for resources instead of units at the moment, which could benefit them in the late game, but if I was to attack early, then they would be in a lot of trouble. We see the barracks going down here from me, almost done there, and the refinery. So as you can see, I'm going for some early gas, so that I can start getting out marauders and upgrades as soon as possible. As you can see there, chucking out some marines, because I don't quite have enough investment gas for a reactor or a tech lab at the moment, but I have got a second barracks going up. As you can see, the SCV's going off to scout, and there, oh, I thought that was a drone for a second. I was like, is that a third base already? That would be very risky, and you would be, if that succeeded with a third base that early, that would be very good. But anyway, as you can see here, they have got the extractor going down, so they are going to have some sort of gas unit. I think what they could do here is either go for the Roach or the Baneling. I'm not going to give away which one they could go for, or they could just go for upgrades. But as you can see here, my SCV is pretty stupid here. I forgot I didn't realise that he'd got there, so he's just going to sit there for a while and see the spawning pool. So I can see that, whoa, he's got an early spawning pool, and here you can see he's got 3 cocoons of Zerglings coming along, which is bad, and I'm like, whoa, that's not good. I might be in a bit of trouble. So I get this SCV here, moving him along and making a bunker. Now with the bunker, I'm going to be able to store some units inside. It's basically a fortification for your units. While you can still shoot out, they have to destroy the bunker before they can get to your units. And the great thing is your units don't even die once the bunker is destroyed. They just pop straight out of there. Although, if the bunker's getting destroyed, then their units are probably dead afterwards anyway, because it's probably a big attack. But anyway, let's see. We've got these 6 Zerglings up here. You only saw 3 eggs, but they spout out 2 little units. Very, very flimsy, but if you mass up these units, oh boy, that gives a lot of destruction. Especially if you have, on the other side, has big units with slow attacks, because then it's one at a time, and that is never good. Anyway, picking up these Zelnaga towers here, this gives them vision, as you can see, but as soon as the unit moves away from it, it powers down. Right, so they're ready to come up on the attack at the moment. As you can see, I have no expansion in trouble here, and I have the 4 Marines inside of the bunker, so the Zerglings are going to be getting killed as they run along, trying to avoid it, and 2 of them do actually make it, but I pop my Marines out and running straight towards my mineral line because I know that they are going to be going there. I just managed to catch them before they get that SCV there, so all is good. They have lost the units. I have kept my good old units, so yeah, I'm ahead in resources, which is always good. But at this point in the game, it's not amazing. But I am going to make this push with 6 Marines because I'm like, he's gone for 6 Zerglings, which means that he can't be doing that good. Otherwise, I mean, focusing on the army at this stage of the game, going for that, is not quite all in, but it's pretty close to it. Oh my god, that scared the hell out of me. Anyway, yeah, so, as you can see, these Marines are already halfway down the map, and we have 2 more ready to come, and we've got the expansion coming down, so all is good for me. That's the SCV that got attacked there. But these spine crawlers here, they are annoying. They will just tear my army in half. And as you can see, these Zerglings have little wings now, and what this is basically, avoiding the spine crawls very nicely there, is they run so much faster. So much faster. But these spine crawls would have been bad news for me, so I backed out of that. I could have possibly run in, and then maybe lost 1 or 2 Marines, and then start taking out their drones, but just didn't see it necessary. But that is a lot of drones there. You can see this whole 2 pages. It should only be like here on the minerals. I know we've got a queen in there. As you can see, the queen spitting this sort of larvae thing over their base, which will hatch more larvae. And this little structure here, the Baneling nest. Oh, Banelings are a very fun unit. Already getting another spine crawler there, and taking out these rocks here. I don't know why he's done this, because, I mean, these are now 2 attack points. I mean, yes, he can travel easier between his 2 bases, but there's an attack point I can get there. As you can see, my Marines are sitting out here with their combat shield upgrades, and that just gives them a bit of extra health. It's always good to have it. And as you can see, I'm running them off. This is going to go and check for the expansion here. As you can see, there's the red line shows that I'm telling him to attack anything that he sees as he runs there. The green line's just run there. I am going to eventually move these to the Zelnaga towers to what's there, and then leave the rest to stay here. But here is the Baneling. You're going to see why this unit is so good. But oh, there are some downfalls, as you will see. As you can see, I've got some Marauders out here now. They are big old things. They take up 2 spaces in the bunker. Not the biggest unit. You'll see this coming from this. This is the factory. Getting up the tech lab, and I think immediately or pretty soon after I'm going to be going for the siege tech upgrade, because we are getting tanks. And here we have the starport building, which is aerial units. Anyway, no, I thought we missed that there, but we've just got the Marines running up there. As you can see up here in the production tab, we have got the upgrades coming down for me. That's the attack and defense upgrades, which are going to greatly benefit my units. Without that, I don't think I'd have won the game with these units. Yes, I won the game. But why would I be showing you if I didn't? Well, I will possibly show you some losses. I am contemplating that. Depends how easily I get my arse kicked. I mean, there are some pretty cheese moves that you've got out there, like they will spawn cannons inside of your base or rush you early, and then if you're not prepared for it, you're basically out of the game, and those games are just boring. So the scouting early on, like I did, is just probably the best move there. As you can see, the siege tech is coming down, and they've got the centrifugal hooks on these Banelings, and watch what happens. Boom, boom. Big explosions. All those Marines taken out, and as they move up, they take out my Marines here, and I'm prepared for this, though. I move my people down here to the choke, and I'm like, Banelings, that's just going to take out my entire army if I stay like that. So I split my army as sort of best I can. I could have split it a bit better, but I needed to focus on getting out units like the siege tank, and you're about to see what this siege mode does, because it is amazing. Regular siege tanks like this, not so good, but then you get their special mode. Oh yeah. Look at that. This little white line shows the radius of its attack, and this is an AoE, area of effect attack, so it will just explode all of the units. It's so effective against these Zerglings, because there's just so many of them and they just get so destroyed. Taking my other Marine by the Zelnaga tower. I reckon if they attack now with this army sort of head, they could overcome me, because, I mean, this just doesn't really feel like enough. Maybe only just take out the this expansion, but that would have done such detrimental damage against me that it wouldn't have really mattered. The medevacs here, now these are a flying unit which can not only store units inside but can also heal units, so that is really good and something to look out for, because they are literally what sticks your marine army together. Without them, your marine army would not be good. Yeah, so we have the upgrades here, I think. Yep. 1 and 1, and not quite getting the next upgrades yet. As you can see, we are getting the vehicle upgrade, so these siege tanks are going to be doing more damage. Now, one drawback of the siege tank is its AoE attack will hurt your own units if you're too close, so you've really got to look out for that. Don't know why I'm going over there, that's just my mineral line. As you can see, this is a orbital command here, and you can get, this is just so useful. It's an upgrade from the command center. There is another upgrade where it becomes a massive turret, but I don't really feel it necessary. As you can see, it's building here as well, and what you can do is these things can be called down, these mules, and they are just amazing for collecting minerals because they reach over your SCV so they can mine at the same time as them, and they just collect way more materials, and they can also repair. As you can see here, I'm just scouting with the medevac. See, oh god, that's quite a big army. But in a bit of trouble, especially with these infestor units coming here with their infested Terran eggs, which they can spawn, which make basically marines, but Zerg. And then they have the fungal growth there, but I mean, it's not really going to be amazing with this spread out army. I'm getting my 3rd siege tank up there, and the upgrades for all my things. Well, he's getting his upgrades as well, so we're pretty even on the upgrades, but his army is just 3 pages long of units, and mine, at this point it really does, it's like, how is he going to defend from this? And then they come being careful there. It was a bit of a waste running away. Each siege tank here gets 2 kills, as you can see down the bottom there.